Hello my friends and welcome to the show. My name is Dan Edwards and today we are taking a look back at the action from this past weekend here at House of Pain Wrestling, and we're going to kick things off with Hucknall from Friday the 14th of February. The show kicked off with a Heritage Championship match as the last true hooligan Ruddy challenged for the title against the champion Joseph Starr. Ruddy seemed to have a game plan going into the match, focusing his attack on Joseph's arm, but towards the end of the match it was Joe Starr closing in on victory as he went for his second rope DDT, but Ruddy once again went back to the arm, shoving him down to the mat and going for the pin with his feet on the ropes. It looked like he had the match won, but the referee Neil spotted his feet on the ropes. Ruddy then argued with Neil and then looked like he was about to punch him in the face, and Joe Starr took advantage of this with a backslide, pinning Ruddy and retaining the Heritage Championship. After the match though, it was the former Heritage Champion Kyle Crimson along with his Bullring teammate Xander Scott coming to the ring and attacking Joe. But then the Bullring's scheduled opponents for later in the night, Davey Thompson and Antra Powers, came running out, chasing the Bullring away. Davey Thompson then grabbed the microphone and said that he doesn't want to wait until later tonight and they should have the match right now, but Kyle Crimson declined and returned to the backstage area. The House of Pain champion Joey Slade came out to the ring next as he had a vested interest in the next match as two men who could potentially be challenging him for his title, and they were Oscar Prospero, who was going one-on-one with Brad Matthews. During the match, Oscar and Brad ended up fighting on the outside of the ring, and Oscar shoved Brad into Joey, knocking him off his chair. Oscar then punched Joey in the face, threw Brad Matthews back into the ring, and as Oscar was getting into the ring, Joey Slade went after him. The referee Neil was busy stopping Joey from getting in the ring, and this is when Brad Matthews locked on a Boston Crab, forcing Oscar to submit, but the referee didn't see it. Brad then asked Joey to calm down and stop trying to get in the ring, but this is when Oscar Prospero hit Brad in the back, sending him into Joey, and then followed up with a headlock driver to pin Brad Matthews. It was tag team action next, as it was the Bullring of Kyle Crimson and Xander Scott in action against Antra Powers and one half of the tag team champions, Davey Thompson. Towards the end of the match, Kyle and Xander were setting up for a double team on Antra Powers, but Antra managed to duck and Xander took out his leader with a big boot. After a bit of a back and forth between Antra and Xander, Xander went for his big boot again, with Antra once again avoiding it. Xander was tied up on the top rope and Antra Powers rolled him up, picking up the win for the team. After the match, we once again saw the last true hooligan Ruddy, who attacked Antra and Davey until Joseph Starr repaid the favour from earlier in the night, chasing off Ruddy and the Bullring. I came out to the ring next along with my Bad Influencer teammates Nate Ajax and Zach Davey, as I was there to offer a Valentine's Day gift to Alton Thorne in the form of a one-on-one match with myself, but only if he could beat both Nate and Zach 2-on-1. Alton came out and accepted the challenge, and we had ourselves a handicap match. My boys did manage to take control of Alton, but eventually he fought back and was setting up for a double chokeslam on both Nate and Zach, which is when I entered the ring and hit Alton Thorne in the back with a steel chair, causing the disqualification. We then hit him with a 3-on-1 beatdown, finishing him off with our triple meet in the middle. I then congratulated Alton Thorne on winning the match and earning a future one-on-one match with myself, but I'd forgotten to mention that the match was right there and then. The referee Neil rang the bell, I put my foot on Alton Thorne, won the match in just 5 seconds. Seeing as I beat Alton Thorne so easily, the man who claims to be the king of the UK deathmatch, the most hardcore wrestler on the British scene, I think it's only fitting that I declare myself the new House of Pain Hardcore Champion. In the main event of the night, it was 6-man tag team action as Big Man Inc. of Adam Bolt and Jackie T teamed up with Mr. Number 1, Niall Hind, to take on the team of the NGOGs, Jaden Law and Scooter, who were teaming up with Mr. USA, Lance Flashman. And it was Lance Flashman who picked up the win when he hit a spear onto Niall Hind and pinned him, securing the win. After the match though, Jaden and Scooter returned to the backstage area, but Niall and Big Man Inc. beat on Lance 3-on-1 until the NGOGs returned. They managed to clear house, leaving Niall Hind alone, which is when they threw him to Lance Flashman and he was setting up for a running power slam, but Niall managed to slip away, once again escaping from Mr. USA. Moving on to Sawley now on Saturday the 15th of February, and we kicked the show off with tag team action as it was the Last True Hooligan Ruddy teaming up with Oscar Prospero to take on one half of the tag team champions Davey Thompson and the House of Pain champion Joey Slade. Before the match could begin though, Oscar Prospero said he did not want TJ Dean as the referee and demanded a different referee for the match, so TJ left and was replaced by Kevin. As the match was coming to a close, Joey and Oscar got into a brawl which took them out of the ring, fighting into the backstage area. This briefly distracted the referee Kevin, which allowed Ruddy to hit a low blow onto Davey Thompson and steal the victory. It was singles action next as the Skegness sexy boy Owen Ocean was going one-on-one with the gladiator Shea Attilus. As the match was going on, it looked like Shea had the match won as he was setting up for his finishing manoeuvre, which is when Dredgen fell and Isaac Carver came charging to the ring, attacking the gladiator and causing the disqualification. But their scheduled opponents for later in the night Jimmy Phoenix and Rocky Underwood came running out, chasing them away. Shay then grabbed the microphone and challenged the three of them to up the ante and change the tag team match for later to a 6-man tag right now. But Owen, Dredgen and Isaac just walked away. Will Roberts came to the ring next, acting very happy to be in Sawley, but it soon became apparent that he was actually quite sad and lost as to what to do in House of Pain now that the Black Sheep are no more. His sadness soon turned to anger as Joey Slade and Oscar Prospero, still brawling, came back through the arena. They were followed by the private investigator Rosa Keaton, who seemed to be trying to find out what the issues between Oscar and Joey were, but she put that to one side to investigate why Will is so sad. She said that she knows deep down inside that Will Roberts really is a nice guy, but Will showed that he wasn't as he hit Rosa in the face. Rosa then challenged Will to a match right there and then, which Will accepted, but it was Rosa Keaton securing the win, forcing Will Roberts to submit. It was tag team action next as the Tribal Beef Grayson Clay teamed up with the Bullhammer Kyle Crimson to take on the team of Alex Rue and the Powerhouse Punk Mikey McLovin. Kyle looked to be closing in on victory as he was setting up for the Bullhammer elbow on Mikey, which is when Oscar and Joey once again came fighting into the arena. Oscar ran through the ring and Joey chased him, but Kyle tried to stop this, and what he got was a punch in the face from Joey Slade, causing the disqualification, meaning that Kyle Crimson and Grayson Clay picked up the win. Up next was our scheduled tag team match of Dredgen Fell and Isaac Carver, who were accompanied to the ring by Owen Ocean, taking on Rocky Underwood and Jimmy Phoenix. However, before the match could begin, the gladiator Shea Attilus came back out to ringside and said, seeing as both him and Owen are there, once again suggested that the match be turned into a 6-man tag, and Owen having nowhere to run, the match was on. Towards the end of the match, it did look like Jimmy Phoenix was about to pick up the win as he springboarded off of the ropes, but Dredgen Fell caught him in mid-air and hit the Fellerman, pinning Jimmy Phoenix for the 3rd time. It does appear that Dredgen Fell has Jimmy's number. The main event of the night was a 6-man full throttle scramble match where 2 men would start in the ring. Every 90 seconds a new participant would enter, and you could be eliminated by pinfall, submission or disqualification, and the last man standing would be the number 1 contender to LJ Heron's Full Throttle Championship. The match started off with Pinky the Pirate and Riley Miles. They were soon joined by Max Chimera, followed by Zach Roberts, and then Ryu Genshin. It was Pinky the Pirate being eliminated first when Max Chimera hit a Blue Thunder Bomb, pinning Pinky and eliminating him from the match. This is when the 6th and final entrant entered the match in the form of Cody Woods. It was Riley Miles being eliminated next, as he was hit with a Kobe cutter, eliminating him from the match. Max Chimera then locked in a rear naked choke onto Kobe, but Kobe managed to reverse this and roll Max up, eliminating him from the match. Next, it was Zach Roberts coming flying off the top rope with a frog splash onto Ryu Genshin and clearly had the pin, but the referee and Zach's former tag team partner, TJ, refused to count the pin. Zach asked him what he was doing, which is when TJ hit a spin kick onto Zach, and Ryu Genshin followed this up with a buzzsaw kick to the back of his head. TJ then fast countered Zach, eliminating him from the match, and TJ then stormed away from the ring, leaving it down to Ryu Genshin and Kobe Woods, but no referee. Luckily, the referee Kevin came in to finish off the match in TJ's place, and it looked like Kobe Woods was about to win as he went for the Kobe cutter, but Ryu drop kicked him out of mid-air, hit a sliced bread, pinned Kobe Woods, eliminating him, meaning that Ryu Genshin won the match and is the new #1 contender to the Full Throttle Championship. Well, that is all I do have time for today, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, leave a comment below, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time right here on the Dan Edwards Show.